From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This will make it into the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
The Seahawks first down.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Play action. Now Wilson looking for the end zone. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
To Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
36. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Jim.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
No.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills?
Pass.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey. Mike 54.
On play action, Allen eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54 Mike. 54. Check. Watch 54. You're not ready. Mike 54. Go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. You remember me?
From the gun, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
Recovered.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Forced out to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Wilson's pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. 1 foot is set, boy. There's nothing left.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Devontae Freeman, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's good.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss right, Freeman. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
Down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
$17-0, our score after 1.
The score, Seahawks 17, Bills nothing.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Watch it. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He was brought down.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. Through an opening, and there he goes.
I'm going to show you, man.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jamal Adams, an all-pro for the first time a season ago, had a fumble return for a touchdown and a pick 6 last year, and he delivers another pick 6 right here. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Bills nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Mike 5-4. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Alert. 54's Mike.
On 1st down, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
4 yards.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Gets it off to Freeman. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Seahawks 28-yard line.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down by Micah Hyde.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
At the 2-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
By the Seahawks.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
14. Go 58 to the mic. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Gun. 58 to the mic, 58 to the mic.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. That is incomplete. Wilson.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on, up, come on, up. Hey, check Mike 54. Mike 54.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
54, right there, right there. 54.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
All Adams.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
54, right? 54, Mike. Now watch one. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Who that?
Allen off the play fake. And now here is another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Go 58 to Mike. Let's pick it up. It's Adam. Further. Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Freeman again. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
But they certainly have been able to get him going. The run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
That's good.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jaron Reed busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Freeman. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
A strong running. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Middle. Got you. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Diggs has it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Right there. 54, Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike, 54.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Stopped short of the goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, D.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
The Seahawks 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
It's a gain of 11. And it's third down.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Wilson.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
Well, not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Down and 9.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught by Watkins. And they work this out past the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force.
Brings up 4th down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. finding Knox there, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch 52. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Oh, you got deep? Right there.
On play action, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Wilson wants to throw it. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards.
And the Seahawks
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
They run again with Carson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
I'm going back to you. 58 for Mike. 58. 58 for Mike. Come on.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the